my friends. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brooke Cormier and I'm a self-employed artist. Painting has been my full-time job for almost 8 years now, and today I want to talk to you about feeling like a failure. I was kind of hesitant to make a video about this because I guess I was kind of feeling a bit embarrassed in a way, but then I was like, man, this is literally something that every artist goes through, so I don't think we should be afraid to talk about it. So why do I feel like a failure, you may ask? Well, I just spent the last 3 months making 7 paintings and I didn't sell any of them. So let me fill you in on the details, and while I do that, please enjoy some painting footage of these paintings that I didn't sell. I started a series of paintings 2 years ago, which I have been referring to as my Mushroom Abstract series. I actually made a whole video about the inspiration behind it and my creative process, so I'm not going to get into all that here, but I will throw that video up on the screen now if you're interested in watching it later. Basically, the main motivation behind this series was to try something completely new and force myself out of my comfort zone. I'd been practicing realism for most of my career, and though I love it, I was feeling creatively stuck and just this increasing need to expand my artistic horizons, so to speak. I've always admired abstract work, and combined with my fascination with mushrooms, this series was born. The intent was to create 12 paintings in total, and I painted the first 5 in 2022. I was feeling excited and optimistic, but upon sharing the work on social media, I noticed that it had sort of a polarizing effect on my audience. Some people seemed to really love it and were super encouraging, where others were, well, not resonating, to say the least. This made me feel a bit nervous. I had been investing a lot of time into my YouTube channel, which I wasn't making any money from at that point, and because that was taking away from my painting time, I wasn't selling as much art, and so this put a little bit of financial pressure on me. I felt scared about using the time I did have to paint on something I wasn't sure would sell. So I priced all 5 of the paintings quite a bit lower than my usual work, and though I did end up eventually selling them throughout the year, the fear that I had forced me to put the whole series on pause in 2023. So last year, in 2023, I spent pretty much all of my painting time playing it safe. I worked on a big commission, I painted florals and still lifes, and the idea of the series was shoved to the back of my mind. This was until November, when I ran into a stranger on the street. He was about to open a cafe/gallery space here in Toronto and asked if I wanted to hang my work there. I hadn't publicly exhibited my work in over 5 years, and the thought of it kind of sparked something in me. I thought this could be the perfect opportunity to finally finish the series. I had also been doing a bit more creative soul searching, you could say. I read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and I was just feeling motivated to follow my creative impulses and just be more brave with my practice. So at the beginning of February, I started the 6th painting in the series, and for 3 months straight, I painted nearly every day until the series was finished. I wanted to release all 7 of the new paintings at once in one big shop update. So leading up to the painting release, I spent hours and hours creating content to use as advertising on my social media. I was posting videos of the painting process and sharing insights of what the series was about, just creating some buzz before the big release day. Usually when I have shop updates, I let my newsletter subscribers have first access to the new work. I do this as a gesture of appreciation for my subscribers, and I also use it as a way to incentivize people to sign up for my newsletter. The week leading up to the release, I was so busy, posting and taking product shots of all the paintings, editing those photos, making mock-ups, creating product pages on my website, writing newsletters, and deciding on the price. This was where I really got stuck. I had all these thoughts running through my head. The first 5 paintings all sold, though it was at a lower price point than my usual work. Some people really seem to be loving this new style, though some people don't. There's so much time I invested into these paintings. Outside the time spent actually putting paintbrush to canvas, there was also days spent preliminary planning, forming ideas, collecting references, purchasing the right materials, and on top of that, the amount of time I spent marketing the art and creating high-quality content to share with my audience. I really struggled how to put a price on all this work. I could do what I did before and sell them for a lower price and not be fully compensated for my time, or I could price them at what I truly believe their value is and risk not selling them at all. Well, you can probably guess what happened next. I decided to take the risk. I put my paintings up for sale for what I deemed a justified price, sent out the early access newsletter to my subscribers, and didn't sell a single one. I then freaked out a little bit, which I know sounds silly because it's pretty ridiculous to expect all of them to sell in the first 24 hours, but I don't know, I guess my expectations were just too high because this type of selling structure had worked really well for me in the past, and I thought with all the buzz and all the positive feedback, I would at least sell one of them. Alas, fear crept back into my heart, and before the paintings were officially posted on my website for the public, I ended up lowering the price a couple $100s. I know that's probably not best practice, and honestly, I felt a little bit icky doing it, but I was feeling so nervous and a little desperate. I had just spent 3 whole months working on these paintings without having any other significant income coming in, and I was really counting on this release as a paycheck. The thought of not selling any of them was pretty terrifying. So after the 24 hours of early access was over, the paintings were officially available to the public. And I sat by my computer and waited anxiously. I watched the live view of my website visitors through my Shopify admin, and I just get so excited when I saw someone add something to their cart and then just be totally crushed when it was abandoned at checkout, which I know is quite toxic behavior, to be honest. My partner had wished me good luck with the release in the morning before he went to work, and when he got home in the evening, he found me cocooned in a blanket on the couch, puffy-eyed, with a lifeless laptop at my side. Perhaps a bit dramatic, I know, but I was really feeling like a failure. All this work, and what did I have to show for it? My partner assured me that I just had to give it some time and the right people will come along, and he's probably right, but It's been over a month now and I still haven't sold any of them, and I just can't help but feel like I failed in a way. I've had a lot of questions in my mind, like, did I price them too high? Is it just the economy? Is it because people actually don't like the work? Was this a waste of time? Should I just stick to what I know sells even if it doesn't bring me as much joy? I've been doing a lot of reflecting and trying to find the lesson to be learned from this whole experience, and honestly, I'm not completely sure that I know what it is yet. I guess I just have to keep reminding myself that while these feelings of disappointment and discouragement are valid, I can't let it overshadow the reason why I started this series in the first place. And that was to expand my artistic horizons and bring me closer to finding my identity as an artist. It sucks to feel like you failed at something, but what's most important is that you always remember why you're trying in the first place. Yeah, I'm super bummed that I didn't sell any of my paintings, but at the end of the day, I'm still really proud of what I created, and this is not gonna be the end of my career. I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep creating, and I'm gonna look at this as the inevitable valley that I must cross before climbing the next peak. And hopefully I do sell the paintings one day. So if you're an artist watching this and you're feeling a bit shitty because you haven't sold your work in a while, listen, you're not alone, okay? Whether you're 2 months into this artistic journey or 8 years into it, this happens to all of us. Just don't give up, okay? I'm sending you a virtual chest bump.
You got this.
And thank you for letting me share my feelings with you guys. This has been a bit of a therapy session, but you know, I think we can all benefit from it in one way or another. If you liked the video, then please consider subscribing to the channel, where I will be sharing all kinds of things related to artistic life.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a great day. I'm Brooke Cormier, and I'll see you next time.